The text option, when we were pursued about this, didn't know how it was going to go, but there's something to be said, because what this text option has done is it has created something that really radio, and I know that we're on all kinds of platforms now, and that world is changing, but we are a radio show, and that's who we all are at heart, except for Greg, who had no interest in radio, and we forced him into it. But the rest of us, have a history in radio.
Captured me.
Yeah, and we still have all these great stations that carry the show. But one thing that was different about doing radio versus, say, stand-up comedy, and they're two completely different skill sets, is you don't get instant feedback, or there was a time you didn't.
Mm-hmm.
So we didn't have instant feedback. I mean, you can talk about phone calls, but you still got to take calls, and then people still are commenting. Then you get, but now this text option and all the new technology in social media and all that, you're starting now in our world to get instant feedback.
Right.
And so you can see things instantly, when something happens on the show. I will say to the one texter here that is texting over and over again how Lisa is doing, thank you for that, but that was covered last hour. Greg, could you tell them again so those that didn't hear last hour will get an update on Lisa?
Thank you for your concern, by the way. That's very nice.
Very nice. We did cover
a lot of
last
people
hour,
praying, and that is awesome. Lisa, starting last year, she had some issues with her kidneys, with the kidney infection and different infections, and that went to her colon. And anyway, all this is tied together. And when we went to the doctor yesterday, she had, kind of a few episodes this weekend that are tied back to that. We weren't sure, but they are. And we got a good plan. And from that point forward, so just keep praying, but she's doing good. And like she said, she wants to thrive in 25.
Thrive in 25.
Because last year, she went through a lot, but they do. I think we're on the right path now. After going to the doctor yesterday, I think they have a really good plan, and y'all keep praying, and we appreciate it. But she's doing, she's doing good.
Good.
That's great.
And the prayer, like we said, was for proper diagnosis and solutions, and I think both of those things happened yesterday. So that prayer answered. So now other instant feedback. You talk about this, and I'll walk you down this road. Instant feedback. Rick's shirt is too tight today, so I want to talk to you about my shirt today. I have an ongoing thing that I'm struggling with, and it's an uphill climb. Someone even left me a voice message about a picture they have with me at an event somewhere. I have a hard time with the fact that I have prominent nipples. This has been
prominent.
I didn't know I'd hear that today.
I don't know why. I don't know.
So you've been labeled.
Yeah, that and they're not man boobs. They're just prominent nipples. And they protrude in pictures when I'm in a t-shirt or what is it? I call them golf shirts, like what I have on today.
Yeah.
And
Travis Matthew
I don't know what to do about it. And today you're seeing a clash of solution. So what Sherry suggested is that I start wearing T-shirts. Now I don't like T-shirts, because
you can't wear the dry fit though, right? That's Nipple City.
I know. I just threw that shirt away.
You got to go with the comfort colors.
Right. Thank you, Greg. So anyway, what I have today is the problem with the T-shirt. Okay. Is I have what we called, because I don't know how we ever allowed the term wife beater to become something that we talked about. Yeah. I mean, so we can't say retarded anymore, but we can say wife beater.
Yes.
So I won't say that either one of those. But we called it an old man T-shirt. It's a tank.
Yes. I can remember our grandfather, Papa White.
Yeah,
he loved a good.
It's a white tank top undershirt.
Yeah.
Because just a regular T-shirt. I mean, now you've got two shirts on.
You do.
And so
you gonna start wearing the old man tank?
Well, I have one on now.
No, you don't.
So what's happened?
Let's see it.
So what's happened?
Let me see.
So what's happened is now what you're seeing on TV is that shirt is grabbing the shirt that I have on. See, if this shirt was just on, here's what we got to decide: do we want my shirt to look too tight, or do we want prominent nipples? And
those can also be tight.
Wait a minute, those are the two choices.
Yeah, all right. I've just got to get thicker shirts or something.
Well, it's tough. I deal with what
people
you're
send me
dealing
pictures
with.
all the time, and I'm like, "Good night, Rick." I mean,
my goodness.
And I don't know what it has nothing to do with the temperature. They're just prominent.
Yeah, I asked my wife the other night in the kitchen. I said, "Can you see my nipples?" Because
That's what
I was
you asked
wearing.
her.
Yeah. because I was wearing a shirt that was kind of thin, like you're talking about.
Those
And it's a
will
tough,
expose
especially if you have hair on your chest. You can see your hair like there too. Rick, what about big round Band-Aids?
Nippies. They're called nippies.
I'm not, guys.
There they are, Rick.
Look at the nippies.
That's for people that run.
Doing that.
You're like an athlete.
So
I've never
every
ran
day-
far enough
Every
to-
day I have to do that.
Wear a nippy and have some yogurt.
I've never ran
Did you
far
just,
enough.
did
my
y'all
nipples
just
would
ask
fall
to
off.
see my undershirt?
I did. I wanted to see it.
Well, guys,
That'd be
no.
cool.
What?
That'd be cool.
That'd be cool.
That'd be
I
pretty
think
cool.
you're all right with that.
What? I mean,
Oh, no, you don't have to take it off. You can just show us.
But I think
Just
you're
like
all
pull
right.
Pull it down a little bit. Oh my gosh, he's taking his.
Oh my
Okay.
goodness! And there it
Now, you
is.
talking about nips.
There.
Well, one of the
It
problems you got
is.
is. Come here real quick.
That'll work. That'll work.
One of the problems you got is it's a really thin.
need thicker one.
Yeah.
Well, he's not. No,
Hey, Bluto.
Well,
but if you're
those
gonna wear
nip-
that under
his
something, you
nipples
need
are
it. Then.
laughing at that.
Well, now that ain't what he's trying to hide his nipples with.
Yeah, I think so.
That's
Well,
setting up
that's
so
a-
the shirt will
That's
hide.
a nipple hider.
You think that is?
Yeah, that's his nipple
you're
hider.
saying, but if guys, then I don't want to get where I'm walking around with 2 shirts on.
I think that'll work. Rick.
I-
Just
you-
now, don't
you don't
do
like
what
anything-
you just did.
Right. You don't like anything hugging on you underneath.
No, I can't stand that.
Then go with the nipples Band-Aid.
Try those nipple bands.
Guys,
Please
wait
try
a minute. Guys, I can't
Put 'em all
live,
on there.
I can't live. I can't live in a world where all of a sudden I'm at the hotel and I say, "Oh man, I forgot my nipple covers." Oh God! I mean,
Let me see. I got my toothbrush. I got my nipple covers.
Hey, baby, put my shaving kit, my nipple covers.
I gotta
I
have. those.
can't do that.
No, I think that works. What you got?
Let's see here.
Right,
Wow,
yeah.
people can't believe you. Did you think you would take your shirt off today?
I didn't take my shirt off. I had a tank top.
But you took
undershirt.
your
that
shirt
feel,
off.
Yeah, right.
You took your top layer
No, I
off.
didn't.
Just your top layer.
How does the tank? I mean, is it comfortable?
Yeah, that's a comfortable, but it's really thin. You need
it
a
is,
thicker one
yeah.
so it hide them nipples.
Well, now I'm going to be
You don't
in.
think they're in?
Yeah, they're now.
You don't think that?
Yeah, look, I mean these don't look. But what I'm saying is now people are saying the shirt's too tight because this undershirt's grabbing
mean, it puts
this
you high.
material, right? And so I
don't know.
Oh, static cling, Rick.
Yeah.
Oh,
What
yeah,
you need
where's-
static guard.
Yeah.
Wear like those fishing shirts, Rick, with like the pockets on them, so you get doubled up.
There you go.
No, I do.
it'll
I
block
wear
your pointy
those.
nipples a little
I wear
bit.
those, and then I become that guy that basically wears the same shirt every day, just a different color.
Yeah.
And then I have to hear about that.
Yeah.
You know, it's everybody's very. It's like everybody on the text option. They're all Greg.
But what's
Yeah.
funny?
You know, it's like
I
it's
know.
like anybody who wants to use the text option are just Gregs.
Yeah.
Everybody's Greg.
But
Yeah.
you know, every person I've seen in the ads for the nipple protectors are running.
Right.
These-
It's not for you. It's not what I mean.
Well, but you want to hide them though.
I wish Kramer
You
and
you're not
George's
having trouble
dad.
with irritation, are you?
If Kramer could have developed the man's ear,
Oh, the bro.
the bro.
Oh, they have a chest shield for like man
where?
and runners. That looks
Okay.
good.
That's kind of what he has on now.
All right. So if I untuck, won't that also hang out the? I mean, are they the same length?
You got to tuck those. You tuck the
Yeah.
inner and let the outer untuck.
Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, so
Well-
that's why the shirt looks grabby today.
Get
Yeah.
some static.
Yeah, when we were wearing the winter stuff, it's gotten hot where we are now.
Right.
The winter stuff didn't have to worry about it. Now I'm trying to go back to the spring stuff, and I don't know.
This is a tough. Golf shirts will do this to you. What
They
you're
will.
talking about?
Top of the hour.
This is the Rick Burgess Show.
So some other things that we have talked about, and I even have that book. The idioms. You know, idioms. And Greg, I know you have a load of them.
Oh, yeah.
These various idioms and what are their origin?
I like a good
and,
idiom.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Sure. I know you do. And of course, some of yours we can't use. But and you remember we had a whole deal where we were like, all right, if one comes up on the show, we're going to find the origin for it. And because we say these things and we're like, where did this come from? You know, and then you find out, you know, that sometimes behind them, it wasn't even what you thought.
Oh, I know.
Well, you know what we say to, hey, I'll see you, Lord willing, and the creek don't rise.
Yeah.
Well, I remember thinking that was a literal body of water.
Me too.
Like, you know, it would flood, so I wouldn't be able to make the journey.
Exactly.
because
Can't get past it.
I can't- and come to find out, no, it was talking about the Creek Indians.
Yeah.
It was
they won't rise.
it was a discussion about when they're still at war with a lot of the tribes, and I forget who the person was, but the bottom line was, you know, if I don't have to fight the Creek Indians, I'll see you too. You know, Lord willing, and the creek don't rise. But anyway, so
Wow.
Adler has found a video with audio that is nothing but a quick like rapid fire. Here's the idiom, and here's where it came from. Oh, okay, all right.
Okay, I like
yeah,
that.
Is this the
I
one
love
where
the-
Here we go.
Well, what are you saying?
Can you just watch it?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Go,
What-
Greg.
yeah,
Ruin it first, Greg. Go ahead, buddy.
No, I'm good.
Are you already trying to rain on this?
Wreck it.
No.
Okay. All right. Here we go. All right.
The reason why we say that we're feeling blue when we're sad is because ships traditionally flew blue flags when their captain passed away. And we say goodnight, sleep tight because beds used to be supported by robes, so if you tighten the robes, the bed would get firmer and more comfortable to sleep on. And nosy people are called eavesdroppers because an eave is the part of a roof that extends past the walls of a home, so if someone was trying to overhear a conversation inside, they would stand right under it. A fiasco is a messy situation, but it also means flask in Italian, and when Italian glassmakers messed up one of their designs, they would scrap it and use the glass to make a generic flask instead, a fiasco. If you're being too loud, people will tell you to put a sock in it, and that's because gramophones didn't have volume control, so people would literally stuff socks into the horn to dampen the sound. And pulling all the stops actually comes from the fact that pipe organs do have volume controls. Each pipe is controlled by a knob called a stop, so if all the stops are pulled out, all the pipes can be played at once. And the tallest mast on a ship used to be called a skyscraper, which is why we now call the tallest buildings in a city a skyscraper. A square meal is a full and balanced meal, and we call it that because sailors used to nail these wooden squares to the tables to stop the plates from sliding off.
Oh,
Greg, make
wow.
fun of
I wasn't
that.
that interested in any of those.
Greg, good night, Eeyore.
I mean,
What is
those
wrong
were.
with
I
you?
thought they'd be better.
Those idioms aren't any good.
They aren't that great. Y'all think
Put a
those
sock
are
in
good?
it, Greg.
Put
Put
a
a
sock
sock.
in
Why
it.
don't you put a sock in it,
Yeah.
Greg?
And if he'd have covered "Shut Your Pie Hole," something like that.
Well, I mean, but those are.
That's probably just eating, Greg.
I'm just telling you, I was not that in. I mean, I expected it. I would go, oh, I've always wondered about that. I didn't have any of those.
not one.
Not
What about
one.
feeling blue? You didn't like that?
What
that
about
didn't
sleep?
make
What about
sense.
sleep tight?
It didn't make sense.
Yeah,
What about sleep
I
tight?
gotta
He didn't
tighten
understand
ropes.
it. He didn't understand it, y'all. He didn't understand
What's
it.
wrong with good night, sleep tight?
Yeah, I don't know.
You never wondered about that? What did you think it meant?
I don't know. Like you get your cover tight.
I did too. Same thing I thought. That's what I was
So
asking.
I like that
so
better.
you
I'm
did-
going with that.
So
Yeah,
you
right.
did learn something.
No, I didn't say I didn't learn nothing, but it was nothing that I went, golly, I was always wondering that.
Eavesdropper? You didn't care about
No, I didn't get that at
eavesdropper?
all.
You just stand
You
under the
didn't
eave
get
of
it?
the roof so you could hear? Eavesdropper? You're trying to eavesdrop?
Nah,
You didn't like that one?
not really.
What about skyscraper?
That I really didn't.
What
like.
about that one?
That didn't make any
That was
sense.
the
A
top
ship in a
mast.
building.
That's it. What about
night.
square meals? 3 square meals.
Okay, I'll go with that one. That was pretty.
That was your most
That was
interesting
the
one.
worst one.
I
That
thought
was
that
the
was
worst.
the worst.
That was-
because they
that's
put a
awful.
square plate thing on there. Yeah, that's pretty good.
That's pretty good.
Well, I'd never heard of that.
Okay.
Well, for people that want to learn more about this, we've got a page on the website called.
It's called boring ass page.
No, it's Greg. Greg.
It's called Rick's Tips, and just because of what we've been talking about recently,
I thought it's called Rick's Picks.
it is Rick's picks.
Oh, I'm sorry. No,
I didn't know.
it's Rick's Nips.
I thought you were talking about idioms.
By the way, that was a long way home for that joke.
It was,
That
it
you had
was.
to produce the video and make me watch it.
And
and
I thought he
everything.
was talking about idioms.
I know, look at you.
So now my comment don't even count.
Oh, that was a long
that's
way
great.
home for
Yeah.
that liner there.
I'm sorry.
But well played.
Just go to rickburgesshow.com, click on Rick's Nips.
Oh, man, thank you. You know what it is,
I'm
though?
sorry.
You know what
I
I
thought
thought
we were on
about?
the idioms. That didn't apply.
Yeah, watching the text line today, I'm not alone. I think this could be a new product for the store.
Yes, Rick's.
Yeah,
Nip cards.
people that
what-
shop.
Just have, he'll have that little face.
Maybe
there.
have that face on it, the logos.
hey, we got those stickers.
We
Yes,
did. I'm-
yeah. Do you want to go? Let me go grab some. You put them on real quick.
No, I'm not putting those on.
Look,
Why
this
not?
is good for
No.
the show.
Do it over your shirt.
over
Just
my
see how-
shirt.
Just see how they would look work.
No,
You don't want
no.
to rip hair out.
No,
No,
I'm not-
let's put it over your
I'm
little.
not
your
taking.
little
I'm not
deal.
taking a sticker that is meant to be on your computer or something like that and putting it on my body.
Greg,
no.
will you put them on your brother?
I'd rather not.
No, we ain't that close.
I'm gonna go get one.
No, we're not that
I'd
close.
put one on the outside of your shirt.
That's 2 that the Vox seats won't have now.
Yeah, well, that's a good point.
Oh,
If you don't do this, Rick, it's going to be a fiasco.
well, that's true. You didn't like
learned.
that one? Greg, you didn't like that one?
fiasco, Greg.
No, that was my least.
That was your least favorite.
He didn't understand it, Rick.
I didn't get it.
Yeah, he didn't
Right.
understand.
I've never thought about it.
Yeah.
Fiasco. I thought that was like,
And then this is happening, which I knew was going to happen, and that is people are saying that's not the true origin of square meals. See, now everybody argues.
there
What
are
do they
multiple.
know?
Yeah,
What
now-
do they know?
Yeah, these are these little stickers
That'll be good.
Right? No,
They're nip sized even.
no, they're not. They're actually not.
They're a little big.
That's a little big for me.
Let's go ahead and pull that shirt up and get those on.
No, guys. Honestly,
Let's try.
Help your brother.
Let's just try.
I know that y'all think this is going to happen, and I hope it's not too disappointing when it doesn't.
Picture
There-
joggers.
there's no
Rick,
way I'm
picture
putting this on.
somebody
You
jogging.
can turn around that, but that's playing like Band-Aids because we don't have Band-Aids right now.
Picture Rick, you're watching somebody, a professional jogger. He finishes a race, he grabs a shirt, rips it off, and then you look, and there's
There's the
face.
logo.
Yeah, there's your two.
There's the logo coming out.
There's your face.
Rick,
Yeah,
you need to do them. I mean, you got something special going on under that shirt, buddy. I mean, you could make orange juice. You got some real.
Okay.
That's
Oh,
serious.
Okay.
You could make some orange juice with those
Hey,
bad boys.
just turn around
Okay.
and face the logo. We won't see you, and then
Okay.
spin around and go. What about this?
What about these?
Look at him.
Well, no.
Hey, this one in here.
Oh,
You
don't
need to
say
calm
that.
him down.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Sorry.
Greg wasn't even here yesterday. How can you be this bad?
So you're scared to do it.
No, what,
Bottom line, just spin around and do it. We don't have to see it.
and you put it on
and-
the outside of my shirt.
No. Put them on top of the little
The
tank top you
the
have.
tank top.
Okay.
Yeah, that way.
So he's got to go back to the
That
tank
way,
top?
don't rip. He don't rip his hair.
Yeah,
off.
attaboy, Grace. What do you think?
Here.
These are
Here, let me see one of them. You can't get that. I'm not.
You gonna put it on him?
No, I was gonna
Wow.
take his
You
head
are
off.
loyal
I was
to the
gonna
show.
Take the head
I'm
off
about
of
to
it.
say that's taking loyalty to a place.
I'm telling you what.
Well, instead of sitting there watching him struggle, trying to get the sticky part
Well,
off,
now,
I was
you
going to
should
try
have
to
seen Adler and me
try to peel his head off.
Let me tell you,
that's going to end up being the hardest part of the whole
Let
thing.
me tell you what Adler and I found out yesterday. That there's certain things that he's not very good at, and I'm not either.
Okay.
And boy, we ran aground yesterday, didn't we, buddy?
Oh,
Yeah.
my goodness.
Just
So
spin
neither one of
around.
you could save it.
All right, let's see here.
All right, I'm cutting Rick out of the shot so that he doesn't have to do this part
Yeah.
on camera
Yeah,
embarrassingly.
I like that. That's right.
On
What do you
camera.
think? How's
Yeah.
the size of that?
Well, I mean,
Oh,
it's
that's
just
look-
it's,
this is
it's a
gonna be
little too
good.
big, but I mean he's
Well,
got a
you don't
long
be too
head.
big than too
Yeah.
small.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. Let's
All
see
right.
what happens.
All right, here we go.
Wow, man,
Wow, they
buddy,
can-
buddy, you've got some. Those things are amazingly sharp.
They really
They
are.
already
I'm telling you, he can make orange juice.
Rick, those
What-
have
what-
overcome the stickers. Rick, they've overcome the stickers.
Those stickers have nothing.
Okay, you know what it is now? I'm just going to have to wear a vest. I'm just going to have to wear a vest.
Well, no,
That's what Larry said.
somebody said Gorilla Tape might work.
Oh, it will.
You know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to start wearing a camo vest over everything I wear.
Yes, that's what you need to do.
We'll
For more
come back.
info, go
Get
to
one in the store.
ricksnips.com.
We'll come back.
Rick's got stickers on. Don't forget that.
Okay, yeah, they didn't do the job.
This is the Rick Burgess Show.